Welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Athletics taking on the Cleveland Guardians. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
And now, please welcome your Cleveland Guardians.
Just about ready to go. And pitching here today, Tanner Bybee. What should we keep an eye on here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Lawrence Butler leading things off and takes a strike. Oh, 1 down. Swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And it's caught for the out. And time now to check out the A's lineup.
Brent Rooker.
Here's some real power at the plate. Brent Rooker. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
That one finds the corner. 0-1.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. Next pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He sends it out of here. And the A's jump in front. It's 1-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
One down. This is J.J. Bleday. First pitch, and he just misses. One out, base is empty. Just missed. Bybee. Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
And that's outside. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. And there's the strike.
0-1's the count.
Man at first, 1 away. Oh, right to the backstop. Bleday into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Really good read by the runner there. His secondary lead, he anticipates the trajectory going down and gets a really nice jump up to second base. Now he's in scoring position. He's taken away the double play opportunity.
There's a swing and a miss.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Just misses with that one.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Two now. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
Next to hit, Tyler Soderstrom. Right through there for a strike. Bleday at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. The A's strike first. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, towing the slab in today's game, Luis Severino.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. It's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Severino kick steals. Misses the sweeper.
0-2.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Left-hand hitter waits. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Kyle Manzardo now at the plate.
Manzardo.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Runner at first with no outs here. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Here's Jose Ramirez. That one outside, and it's 1-0. Severino, and that one a little bit high.
2 balls, no strikes.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Bleday snags it for the second out.
Batting fourth.
Here's the Guardians lineup now. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Carlos Santana in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. In the dirt. That one blasted deep to right. Butler raging back towards the wall. Leaping, and it's gone. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-1.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Well, he almost robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
2 outs, nobody on. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. First pitch misses.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Butler makes the catch, and that is that. Cleveland with a pair on this blast, and it's now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back now at Progressive Field. Second inning set to go. Now it's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. And here it comes. Just off the outside edge. Geloff in his second season, batting 6th in today's lineup. He's one of the few Major League Baseball players born in the state of Delaware. That one missed. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, Boog, he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with him. Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Seth Brown now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
Way inside.
2 strikes. That's a ball.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
3-2.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. Here's Luis Arias. There's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Sliced hard, but foul. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And they'll do it again. And that's down and away.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2 outs, base is empty.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Santana settles underneath it, and that is that. Nothing across here this half. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Guardians 2 and the A's 1. Back here in Cleveland, bottom half of inning number 2, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Angel Martinez. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
0-1.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Butler hauls it in, and there's one away.
Batting 7th, right fielder.
So up next, Will Brennan. And first offering is fouled off. Out to short. Slings to first in time.
Oh, but we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. He swings and fouls one off.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 outs. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
Ball, that's outside.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Next offering down in the dirt.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
And that's ball 4. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
Here's Brian Rocchio. Foul ball. There's the strike up high, and it's 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
Naylor leads off first with 2 down to the inning. He goes down looking. Guardians lead 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. On to the third inning,
Leading off
and
for the
now
A's,
Jacob Wilson.
shortstop, number
Sing, you talk
5.
about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Swinging a foul straight back.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
That one the other way, puts it away for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
So the batting order turns over, and here is Lawrence Butler. He's 0 for 1. And there's a strike on the outside corner, 0-1.
Well, he left that changeup up, got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Foul ball there. Next offering is downstairs.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
Next pitch is downstairs.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
One down, base is empty. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Brent Rooker, the next to hit. He's already homered in this game. Just missed. Tying run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike, and it's 1-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Brennan pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the A's, center fielder J.J. Bleday.
And now the center fielder, J.J. Bleday, walked his first time. Swinging a foul straight back. Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2.
That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 hit, 1 left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Guardians 2 and the A's 1. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Severino back to work. Pitch is in there, and it's 0-1.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I'll tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the
Really
Guardians.
nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Kyle Mansarda digs in for the Guardians. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Right through there for a strike. Nobody out, runner at first. And a swing and a miss.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Not close with that one. And the count 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That's a ball.
Quan aboard here at first with nobody out. And that one hammered. That's back. Tattooed and gone. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. And they boost their lead. It's 4-1.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Just missed.
You know, these Guardians doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
That's a base hit.
Up next for the Guardians.
And now it's the switch hitter,
First
Carlos
baseman,
Santana.
Carlos
He's already homered here in this one.
Santana.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Throw, safe.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe it back against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Next offering upstairs.
One ball,
Nobody
one strike.
out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the last half of the third. Fastball for a strike at 95.
Ball 2.
Stays alive. The 2-2 gets a check swing. Now an appeal to third. And he held back, according to Larry Bullard. So all filled up, Severino. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. So not a terrible result.
Here comes Blaine Thomas. Flied to right his first time. Into the outfield, base hit. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Luis Severino will depart. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for the
new
A's.
pitcher in the game, Noah Murdoch.
58.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Angel Martinez digs in for the Guardians. Fastball is outside. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Ball, that's upstairs.
pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. He's under it. And that is a big first out.
Man, it's so frustrating. You got a couple of runners on. You want to try to drive in at least one run. Maybe you get a little too big with the swing. Pops out right there, and I tell you what, nobody's more frustrated with that at bat than him.
And a foul ball. In the air on the infield, and the infield fly is called.
Now batting, catcher, Bo Naylor.
And up next for Cleveland, Bo Naylor worked a walk in his first trip to the plate.
Hey, it's still early in this ball game, but you know, this at bat right here could be a big factor in the outcome. You think about it, there's a chance to really blow this thing open right here.
Swung on, belted. That's back. Gone! Grand slam! Oh my! They must be going crazy in the dugout. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 8-1. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Well, he comes through big time with the grand slam here, but you also got to give some credit to the guys ahead of him. Good at bats to get on base and really set the table for a very special moment in this one.
Brian Rocchio digs in for the Guardians. Caught looking his first time up. In there for strike one.
Too high. Ball.
The 1-1 is fouled off. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Low throw, picked, he's safe. So the lineup flips over. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. That misses
Outside,
off the
ball.
outside edge. Rocchio off of first with 2 away. So 2 balls and no strikes.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
Ball. That's out.
And that drops in for a strike.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
That's a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position after you
Now
deliver that
batting,
baseball.
the
That is a
designated
scary
hitter,
one.
Kyle
Watch your lips.
Manzardo.
And now the DH, Kyle Manzardo. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Soderstrom makes the grab. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. Still a lopsided affair at 8-1 now. Major League Baseball is on the show. Here in Cleveland, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Shea Langoliers. Inside, just missed.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Rocchio. 1 up, 1 down. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard.
Boog, and I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at. So the numbers were saying it was just a matter of time until they would take off. Little did we know that it would convert into a 22-game winning streak, and it took the baseball world by storm.
I love when you talk nerd to me. That one not close. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The Guardians up big in this one. Top half of inning number 4. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. Tanner Bybee with the strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Geloff at the plate for the second time as he takes ball 1. And that's a fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
So a man aboard. So here's Brown at the plate. Went down on strikes his first time through. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-1's the count.
Let's go, Cleveland.
Man at second. Right through there for a strike. Next offering way off the plate. Gets a piece and stays alive. Man on second, 2 down. Cut on and miss, struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. The A's strand 1. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Bottom of the 4th, here's the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. All right, Siggy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that Ken Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter. That's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes, even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
That one just misses, and the count 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him looking, and there's one away.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else, and you can't pull the trigger.
Santana up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside, ball 1. That's outside. 2-0.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Let's go, Cleveland.
Next offering is in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one ripped. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. Into second, and he's got a double. Here's Lane Thomas, 1 for 2. That's in there. Strike 1.
0-1.
Yeah, a big swing and a miss.
Well, you got the hitter already
0-2.
chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Swing and a foul out of play. Santana, the runner at second with 1 away. Gonna count 1-2.
That's inside.
And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes. Count full.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Lede. And he makes the catch. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Angel Martinez.
Here's the second baseman, Angel Martinez. 0 for 2 in this one. Ball 1, no strikes. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a miss, and a count 1-1.
Got a ball, 1 strike.
And that drops in for a strike. This one lifted in the air, left field, makes a nice running catch, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Guardians, and it remains an 8-1 game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now the third baseman, Luis Urias. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And there's 1 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Next up for the A's, Jacob Wilson. 0 for 1 so far. And that is out of play. Next offering misses down and away. The shortstop takes the ball. Swings and misses. 2-2.
2-2 the count.
Out to short, Rocchio. To first,
He's out.
and the first two set down in the top of the fifth.
Now batting, right fielder, Lawrence Butler.
Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Lawrence Butler. Butler, in his second season, 24 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2018. And the first
Inside
pitch
ball.
misses for ball 1. Fought off foul. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering is in for a strike.
He's been able to
One
go
ball,
inside as
2
well as
strikes.
outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. And we're back. And the
Leadoff
batter
for the
now,
Guardians.
Will Brennan.
Right fielder, Will Brennan.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Guardians putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Foul ball still 0-2.
Ooh, missed a mistake right there.
Let's go, Cleveland.
Inside.
Nope, that's
And the
inside.
count is 1-2. That one
balls,
missing
2
inside.
strikes.
Just inside, and now it is filled up.
Let's go, Cleveland!
On the ground to the left. Urias to first
out.
in time. And the leadoff hitter retired
Now
in the
batting,
5th.
catcher, Bo Naylor.
Now the catcher up to hit, Bo Naylor. And Chris, his big strength is defense, but it is interesting in today's world of baseball compared to when you played. A good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
And that
Ball
one is
one.
downstairs. And the count
1-1.
even 1-1. I think the other component is putting down the finger that the pitcher wants to throw and being on the same page. And that's something that this guy does really well. Gets in sync with his
Now
pitchers.
batting,
Hauls
the
it in for the
shortstop,
out.
Brian
From up here, it looked like that liner might be splitting the
Rocchio.
gap in right center. That's one of those atom balls you just have to live with as a hitter.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Brian Rocchio. That finds the mark on the inside corner.
Boog, his preparation is off the charts. I was down in the clubhouse today trying to find him just to pick his brain a little bit. He's so buried in that video room, it's hard to get a chance to talk to him.
That one
Ball, that's
misses.
inside.
Now 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. One, two now. And a good eye there. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Back now at Progressive Field. Top 6. Now the A's designated hitter, Brent Rooker. Bybee back to work. That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1.
You know, these A's just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
And that's outside. And the count is 1-1. In for a strike. Good slider. Activity in the bullpen. Paul Sewald getting ready to go. Herron also throwing. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
Next up for the A's, J.J. Bleday. Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Waste no time there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Shea Langoliers up next for the A's, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Ball one there. That one outside, and a count now 2-0. Bleday, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. On the ground a second, might be 2. There's one, double play. They can't seem to break through. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. Guardians 8 and the A's 1. Back here in Cleveland, now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. T.J. McFarland, the southpaw, is throwing and getting that sinker dialed in. Otanez, the right-hander, also getting loose. That hits the dirt, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a
Now
breaking
batting,
ball right
the
there. Lucky
designated
it stayed in the
hitter,
ballpark.
Kyle
So now the DH spot,
Manzardo.
Kyle Manzardo. Check swing, called strike. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. In
That's
the
a
dirt.
ball.
And that is ball
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's
Ball.
down and in.
2-2 the count.
Let's go Cleveland.
Let's go Cleveland.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. And there's a
3
ball.
balls, 2
He
strikes.
should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
One down, base is empty. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. That one is hammered right field, way back there, and it hits the fence. And into second with 1 away. That's a double.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there, we see the result.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez. 1 for 3. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball 1, no strikes.
One out and a runner at second here in the bottom of the 6th.
Let's go Cleveland.
That one fouled off. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the
Ball,
fans.
that's it.
Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
1 out and a runner at second. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Man at second. And it remains 2-2. And down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Up next for the
And next will be the cleanup hitter,
First
Carlos
baseman,
Santana.
Carlos Santana.
Gets the outside corner with that one. That's a strike, and the count is 0-2.
Perhaps
ball,
not
2
quite
strikes.
ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Next one
Nope,
just
that's a ball.
misses, and that's ball 1.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Runner at second, 2 down. Right through there, got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning coming up. Guardians 8 and the A's 1.
Now pitching
Welcome
for the
back. We're in the
Guardians.
7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound,
Number
Tim
29.
Herron.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And now the first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom.
First baseman,
Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Y'all should just follow my lead.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Now it's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. That catches the corner.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. The 0-2. That one
Ball
missed.
Let's get the easy 2 now. Let's go.
And it's
2
even
balls,
up.
2 strikes.
Soderstrom on at first. Nobody out. That one out to right. Brennan hauls it in for the out.
Up next for the A's, left fielder Seth Brown.
Seth Brown up next for the A's.
Let's turn 2.
Just
Oh, that
missed.
pitch is out.
The Guardians up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. And there's
2
the ball.
balls, no
Struggled a
strikes.
little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
3-0.
There's the strike. 3-1. Swings through that one.
Count full.
Swung on. Broken back grounder to third. Picks it up with the bare hand to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Did a nice job getting
Now
there.
batting,
Good
third
throw, but
baseman,
very
Luis
difficult
Urias.
to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Luis Urias up next for the A's.
That's
And
a
takes
ball.
low for ball 1.
1-0.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. And that one wrapped foul. This one in the air, right field. Corrals it. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, number 5.
Jacob Wilson up next for the A's.
Let's go, Cleveland!
Oh, he doesn't
Nope.
get the call. Ball one. The other way. Base hit. Soderstrom coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 8-2.
Now batting, right fielder, Lawrence Butler.
First and second, 2 down. And now the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. First pitch just misses. Breaking ball in there for a strike. To the right side, Martinez sends it to first. They limit the damage here. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. Guardians 8 and the A's 2.
Now pitching for the
We're
A's.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th.
47.
Michel Otonez.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Here's Lane Thomas
Leading
now.
off for the Guardians, center fielder, Lane Thomas.
Jersey girls will teach y'all a good lesson.
And a foul ball. And there's a foul ball. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
So in now for Cleveland, Angel Martinez. Pitch misses.
Ball
1-0.
Counts 1-0.
Thomas gets his lead at first. Nobody out. That's off the inside corner. And now 2-0. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. You see the velocity 97 with that fastball. That one finds the corner, and it's 3-2.
We got full count.
In the air to left center. Brown should have this one. He's got it. 1 down. Will Brennan digs in now. 0 for 3 in this
right
one.
Fielder, Will Brennan.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That one is upstairs.
1 strike.
Off the
Ball
mark
3.
there. 3-1. In the air, out towards left center. Makes the grab, and there's 2 away. And next is the Guardians catcher, Bo Naylor.
Bo Naylor.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
0-2 is the count.
Sets him down on strikes. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone. Guardians lead 1. They lead at 8-2. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, one of the biggest ways the game has changed, bullpen arms. So many elite level bullpen arms.
Yeah, and I'm glad I'm not playing anymore. I mean, it's just a nightmare. When that door swings open out of the bullpen, you know what's coming in is 95 and above with at least one nasty pitch.
Fielder, J.J. Bleday.
J.J. Bleday up next for the A's. There's a strike. The other component is you get less viewings of a specific pitcher. So your ability to go to school on one guy, you maybe get 2 looks at him and then he's gone.
Yeah, and I mean, these guys utilize the iPads and try to see previous footage of that pitcher, but it's just not the same as having an actual look.
And there's one down.
Now batting, catcher Shea Langoliers.
And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. The Athletics with a lot of ground to make up. And we're at the top of the 8th. Next offering is in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Lifted in the air, right field. Brennan. They got it for out number 2.
Up next for the A's, first baseman Tyler Soderstrom.
And here's the first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Rooker off of first with 2 away. Swings and misses. That's strike 2.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter, to track.
Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The A's strand 1, and it's still 8-2. Bottom of the 8th, stepping up for the Guardians, Brian Rocchio. Otanez, a 6'4" righty, 220 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Hit on the ground to the right side. On to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, left fielder Steven.
At the plate, Stephen Kwan. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
And
One
that
ball,
skips
one
in the
strike.
dirt. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody
ball two.
who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But, yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Slings it across. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Kyle.
Now the number 2 hitter, Kyle Mansardo.
Really nice double last time after a long battle at the plate.
On the ground, and it goes just foul.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you
No ball,
get
2
to
strikes.
those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Ball 1
That's a
there.
ball.
One of the things that
One
Jim
ball, 2
Leland
strikes,
used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Now pitching
Paul
for the Guardians,
Sewell on to pitch out of the pen here.
number 34.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as
Leading
well.
off for the A's,
Zach
second
Geller
baseman,
getting
Zach
ready to
Geller.
hit. In for a strike. Went with the sweeper. Misses off the
Inside, ball
plate. And 1-1. Hard hit, right side. Handles, throws
He's
to
out.
first. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, left fielder, Seth Brown.
Seth Brown now at the plate.
Sit him down.
First pitch misses. Movement in the bullpen. Andrew Walters preparing to come on if needed. Sobrowski getting loose as well. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. And that drops in for a strike. And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting,
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Urias in the box now. No balls and a strike. They're down to their final strike. The A's down to their final strike. Swing and a miss, and he got him. and that is the ball game.
This one was pretty much decided in the third inning. From that point on, all they had to do was play fundamentally sound baseball to secure the win, and they did just that.
8-2 the final here. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long